Hey guys, it's your girl Duchess back again talking about the Jennifer Williams saga. So, there's not a lot happening on TV right now, and I have to keep traffic coming to this channel and continuing to post. So, I am kind of dibbling in the entertainment news of it all. We'll see how that goes. These are things that interest me. So, what did we learn today about Jennifer Williams' wedding? Imagine planning to get married in Paris on September 15th, flying out on the 9th with your fiance, honeymooning in Paris. It's supposed to be kind of like a 2-day wedding, and all of this drama is popping off in social media about your dude. So he appeared in court today on his um, probation violation, and he paid his restitution. Yay. His attorney argued that he is set to fly out on the 9th, that this was his only arrest. The prosecution attorney let us know, listen, it's not that important, but let's be clear, this was not his only arrest. And Jennifer was in court and heard all of this stuff. So this case is from 10 years ago. He served 30 months in prison. He was released in 2018, and he is supposed to be a millionaire and had not paid his restitution. His baby mother, who he was previously living with at the time that he began dating Jen, she disclosed that he tried to get her to pay the restitution, and she didn't pay it. He ended up leaving and moving out and all this kind of stuff. But my question is, now that his restitution is paid, is he going to make it to this wedding, or is Jennifer going to go through with it? She has some time to think about it. He was placed into custody today. So the judge did hear the plea of his attorney. He will be released from custody on September 8th. He will fly out if he still decides to marry Jen, or she decides to take his hand in marriage. He will fly out on September 9th and get married on the 13th through the 15th. They are supposed to have their honeymoon until the 20th and return back to the States on the 21st. The judge was very generous. She incarcerated him today. He will stay in jail until September 8th, and he will be set to return after September 25th, and he is to remain in custody until October 20. I want to say he's to remain until October, or I'm really not sure if he's supposed to stay until the entire case is supposed to conclude in August of 2025. I want to say I didn't hear August. So I think he's going to stay 30 days in jail for his probation violation. What would you guys do with all of this information? I would be surprised if Christian go ahead and go through this marriage. It's a lot. It's obviously Jen doesn't know this guy. And his restitution is now paid. It's obvious that he doesn't have the money that he said he had, because this should have already been taken care of, right? But the big question is, will Jen still go through with this? She was in court in DeKalb County today. His attorney said that she was in court with him. She also learned that this wasn't his only arrest. He apparently has a criminal history that she didn't know about. His attorney became very clear about that. I mean, it's her dream wedding. It's Paris. It's already planned. All the money is spent. I kind of feel bad for Jen, y'all. Because even if, there's supposed to be some thought process that kind of get her out of this situation or she shouldn't be here, this is something that she wants. She's been wanting to get married, and I don't understand the problem. But I do feel bad for her because I would be surprised if he actually made it over there. Does Christian really care about this girl? I don't know. The baby mother who shared an apartment with him that they were evicted from. And notice I said an apartment. He's supposed to be a millionaire. But it was during the COVID and all of that stuff. So um, she had gone to visit her family. And when she returned, her neighbors had video footage of Jen being in her apartment and letting her know that they had been seen entering and exiting the apartment. She had been there for days and things like that. So she learned that he had been cheating on her, and he eventually moved out with Jennifer. He met Jennifer on the rooftop of the same apartment building, so to speak, while this lady with his children, are downstairs. So this obviously isn't marriage material, I would say. But I mean, I'm single as a $2 bill. Is that what they say? Or a $1 bill or something like that? Girl, I'm single, single, single. So I really don't have any room to talk. And that's not what I'm here for. I was just like, man, she has time to think about it. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't imagine starting my life off with this kind of drama with this guy. It just, to me, it would be like every fiber in my being and everything circling around this situation tells me this isn't something that I probably shouldn't do. Like, the guy will be incarcerated in DeKalb County until the day before they're supposed to fly out and get married. Like, what would you be thinking about in this time, in this time frame, which I guess that's just over the weekend. Today is the 5th. So he'll get out Monday. They're going to fly out Tuesday, spend a few days, and then get married, do their honeymoon, and come back. And he goes back to jail for another month. I don't know, y'all. I sure am looking to see what the episode on Monday will be about, because of course that's already been filmed. But I feel bad for Jen. What do you guys think? If you have a thought on it. Like I said, I am out of TV stuff. The Braxtons come on tonight, and I'll be doing that. Love and Marriage Huntsville coming on tomorrow, and I'll be doing that. But I am still kind of shaping what this channel will be about and the things that I'll get into, and the topics that we'll kind of cover in discussions and things. But I mean, I can't say that I can't say this probably is a unique situation. I'm sure women find out all the time, sticky situations before they get married, but this is kind of unique because she spent a whole lot of money. This is a big wedding. And I mean, if you're marrying for the wedding and the experience, go for it. But if you're looking for, a lifetime of a good partner, I would say he's not starting out on a good foot for sure. And it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I am going to say, now that his restitution is paid and he get this little break and he spends 30 months in jail, and then he's kind of free and everything is done until 2025, he may not even show up for the wedding and just be that kind of guy. Will Jen call it off and you know, I mean, Girl, if I was her friend, I'd be like, well, I see you in Paris, girl. If we doing a girls trip, or we doing a cry it out weekend, or if we doing a party or doing a wedding, whatever you want, child, I wouldn't have a comment at all about it. I just couldn't, because if she wants to get married, she's going to do that anyway. And, as though you some damage in my friendship, I give an advice that you don't want to hear. Hey, Elaine Edwards, thank you for joining, girl. Run fast, right? She's got some time to think about it. They locked him up for the weekend, girl. Goodness. And he has small children. I didn't know that he had small children. Like, like they're small, like they're not even in school yet. So I didn't know that. And I just can't bring myself to say that Jen is desperate. She's such a beautiful lady. And I don't even really have anything negative to say about her personality. I can only think that the poor baby is trying to be saved before he really take her down through there, because obviously he don't have any coins for real. And if he marries and they marry and then they get divorced, she can find herself paying him off to get out of the divorce. But this stuff isn't really new. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, she knows more about him at this point than any of us do. And she was there in court with him today. So, I mean, granted, I think that they may have thought he would just come on out since he paid the restitution, but the judge was like, no, this is costly. And this has been hanging over your head basically since 2018. So you're going to give us a little something more than just this check or this money order. You're going to give us some of your time in here. So I just couldn't imagine, but I'm right there with you, girl. Run fast. But I mean, I definitely show up for her. I walk down the aisle and all that if that's what my girl want, child. Mm, I don't know, but yeah. So he gets out on the 8th. They fly out on the 9th. They get married between the 13th and the 15th, and they'll honeymoon until the 21st, and then he has to turn himself back in on I want to say the 25th. She gave them a few more days once they get back into the States. And my question is will Jen go through it? Do you guys think that he will show up for the wedding though? Now that his restitution is paid, he's kind of free. But I haven't, relationship wise, communication wise, I haven't really seen any red flags on their interaction on the show. I'm kind of getting all this stuff, from everything outside of it. So I'm just kind of wondering, will he still go ahead and marry her, stay in it for a few years, do what he, basically pull a Stevie J on her. You know what I mean? Like a Stevie J in Faith. Because he obviously is not a millionaire as he has portrayed to her. So I'm just kind of, will he go through with it? But I would say Jen will marry him if he wants to. She was there in court with him today. So just that kind of show of support, her status to be down there in DeKalb County Court with this guy sticking beside him. And he will get to be released to go to the wedding. I see the blind eye forming. But if it was me, it would be a no. I would just have to go on vacation and have a good time. And, I know all the money is spent, but child, I mean, what can you do? So that was that. I got some content out today. And it's pretty interesting if you ask me. But I'll see how the episode goes on Monday. I'm pretty sure none of that will come up, but just maybe we'll get a little bit of Just her and Christian, just to kind of see how they're interacting. But she has some time to think about it, guys. She got a whole weekend to figure out if she's gonna fly on over there to Paris and marry this guy. I hope that she doesn't. But it's your girl Duchess. This is all that I have. And I'd love for you guys to drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. Let me know. I'll talk to you guys soon. Be back on tomorrow. And I am going to go and watch the Braxtons and see what's up with that. I appreciate all the support on this channel. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a good evening and a good weekend. I'm out.